All right, guys, so take out your phone and take a selfie. And then open up some type of drawing or painting program. And then what I want you to do is actually trace your chin. So for me, I would say that my chin is more of a diamond shape. You might be a square. You also may be a bit more rounded. And so today, what I want to actually do is based on your jaw shape, I want to actually help you pick the proper hairstyle, because there are a lot of videos out there talking about your face shape, but really and truly, it boils down to your jawline. The reason why face shape is not really that great in terms of choosing a hairstyle, in my opinion, anymore, is because of facial hair, right? For me, I've got a very pointy face, right? But when my facial hair starts to grow out and get a little bushier, it's going to change the proportion of my face. And same thing goes for you. You might have a square face, but you trim your beard in a more angular fashion. This is now going to change the proportion of your face. And if you've got a round face and you grow a beard and trim it in a more structured way, you are now going to change the shape of your face. And so today I'm going to go over some tips and tricks to choose the best hairstyle for the 3 jaw shapes. I'm also going to go over some hairstyles specifically that look great on each of the shapes. So the first jaw shape I'm going to call awesomely angular, right? It's more angular as opposed to round or square, all right? Now, the whole key to rocking the proper hairstyle for this is softening those angles, right? You don't want to do anything that's too tight, right, on the sides, too like structured on the top, or else it's going to look a little bit weird. Instead, you want to go with something that's a little bit softer. You could do bangs that are swept over. You could do the bro flow. You would also look amazing with some type of light fringe in the front. It's all about softening and balancing the angle of the jaw. Another style that looks amazing on dudes that have a very angular jawline is a shaved head or a buzz cut or a crew cut, right? And the reason is pretty simple. Once again, it's about contrast and balance. By buzzing off all your hair, taking it super low, super short, once again, you're highlighting the roundness of the upper portion of your head, which is basically opposite of the angularity of your jaw, which looks amazing. On the flip side, if you've got a super round jaw, right, super soft, or your beard is very bushy, by you buzzing your head, it's actually going to accentuate the roundness and the softness of your jaw. Instead, for you, if you've got a round jaw, what I'd recommend is something that's a little bit more angular. What I'd recommend is go with something with a little bit more angularity, right? You want to make sure that you're getting your hair up in order to create the visual illusion of length and angles and structure. You want to make sure you're getting that hair up off of your face if possible, all right? And sweeping it over to the side, right? A little bit of fringe off to the side is a great way to basically add a little bit of asymmetry to the upper portion of your head, making your bottom face look better, all right? Also, the side part, an amazing option for dudes that have a rounder or weaker jaw, all right? But you want to make sure it's not too tight to your head, all right? No slick downs, because it's actually going to accentuate the roundness and the weakness of your jaw. Instead, you want to get it up. If you want to get it up, over, right? Perfect. The modern mullet is also another amazing style for you guys out there that have a weaker jaw. And the reason is because it's going to be tight on the sides, you're going to have a little bit more substance up top, and then it's going to cascade eloquently and sexily, is sexily a word? It is now, down the back, elongating your profile, which is actually going to make your face look a lot better. And real quick, before we get into the third and final jaw shape, guys, I just want to tell you real quick about this product. It's the Texture Powder by Pete and Pedro. I'm going to link to it down below. This stuff has been a game changer. I am literally obsessed, all right? The way that you use it in dry hair, all you do is sprinkle a little bit in, right? And then you work it into your hair. And the amount of volume, the amount of weightless volume you get is insane. If you're somebody that wants to do some type of fringe, use the texture powder. If you're somebody that has a short hairstyle, try it. The texture powder is so crazy versatile. If you're somebody that has super short hair, you don't want to use any product, right? Use a little bit of this. It's just going to add a little bit of texture so that it doesn't look so flat and boring. But if you've got longer hair, it also goes in and does amazing things to add volume and texture so it doesn't get all weighted down and flat. The other way that I love to use this is almost like a cocktail at the end of my styling, right? So the way that I style my hair, guys, I'll do the sea salt spray, about 5 squirts after the shower. And then I'll add a little bit of the soft putty, all right, into my hair, right? And then I'll blow dry it into place. And then what I do after that is just use a little bit of the texture powder on top just to kind of lock it into place and to give it a little bit of dryness, because that's what happens. When you use the texture powder, it basically makes your hair look a little bit more matte in terms of the finish. All right, now, in terms of the product, if you're looking for a high hold, low shine product, the Soft Putty, in my opinion, is the best hair product on the market. All right, Putty is the second best. The reason I like this a little bit better is because it is softer, and so it emulsifies a little bit easier, and it goes into your hair a little bit smoother. And if you're not using a sea salt spray, like, what are you doing with your life? Gentlemen, I'm going to link to all three of those products down below. There's also going to be a limited time discount code. I'm telling you, if you have not checked out the texture powder, you should try it. It will literally change your hair's game. And the third jaw shape, gentlemen, is the real square, strong jaw. Right now, for you guys, once again, it's about offsetting the squareness and the strength of your jaw by doing something a little bit softer up top. In order to really maximize your aesthetic, it's about softening the entire appearance, right? And so what you're going to do is look for a style that's going to be a little bit softer, right? If you want to do some type of like messy fringe, amazing. If you want to do the flow, amazing. If you want to do the swept over side part, right? Little bangs up front, amazing. If you want to do a little bit of fringe, also amazing. The modern mullet on you will also look amazing, right? Think Chris Bumstead, right? Chris Bumstead, you know, shorter on top, a little bit longer in the back, a little bit tight on the sides, looks amazing. It's a great way to basically add a little bit of softness, a little bit of fun, a little bit of flair to your hair while still maintaining the strong, structured strength of your jaw.